In the days when gods still played with the fates of mortals and kings ruled lands thick with myth and legend, there lived a man named Jason. Born of royal blood but destined to wander, Jason's life would become a tale of courage, betrayal, and relentless ambition. His name, forever entwined with the quest for the Golden Fleece, a legendary prize that promised power and fortune but came with trials only the bravest could survive. Jason's story begins not in glory, but in exile. As a boy, he was forced to flee his homeland Iolcus, when his uncle Perilous seized the throne that rightfully belonged to Jason's father, Aeson. Raised in secret by the wise centaur Chiron, Jason grew strong in body and sharper still in mind, unaware of the weight of destiny looming over him. Years later, as a man grown, Jason returned to Iolcus to claim what was his by birthright. But Perilous, sly and fearful of prophecies that foretold his downfall at the hands of a man with one sandal, set a deadly challenge before his nephew. He told Jason that if he wanted the throne, he must first retrieve the Golden Fleece, a treasure hidden far away in the distant land of Colchis, guarded by a dragon and promised to no one. Perilous, certain that Jason would never return, thought he had sealed the young man's fate. But Jason, his heart alight with the fire of youth and ambition, accepted the challenge. Gathering the finest heroes in all of Greece, Jason built the mighty ship Argo and set sail with a crew that would become known as the Argonauts, the greatest band of adventurers ever assembled. Among them were Hercules, the strong man whose name echoed through the halls of Olympus, Orpheus, whose music could charm even the stones, and Atalanta, swift and fierce, with arrows that flew like whispers of the gods. The journey itself was treacherous. The Argonauts faced the wrath of the sea god Poseidon, the harrowing passage between the clashing rocks of the Symplegades, and the deadly allure of the sirens, whose songs could drive men mad. But Jason, ever the leader, guided his crew with the wisdom of a man driven by fate and honor. Each obstacle hardened them, making the Argonauts not just a crew, but a brotherhood bound by their shared perils. When at last they reached Colchis, Jason found himself standing before King Aeolus, a ruler as dangerous as he was proud. The Golden Fleece hung in the sacred grove, draped over an oak, and watched by a serpent that never slept. Aeolus, cunning and wary of outsiders, did not surrender the fleece easily. He presented Jason with a new set of impossible tasks: yoke 2 fire-breathing bulls, sow a field with dragon's teeth, and defeat the warriors that would spring from the earth. As luck, or perhaps fate, would have it, the gods had not abandoned Jason entirely. Hera, queen of the heavens, had guided Jason thus far, and now she sought the help of Aphrodite, goddess of love. Aphrodite sent her son Eros, whose golden arrow struck Medea, daughter of Aeetes. As a powerful sorceress, Medea's heart, now filled with love for Jason, became his salvation. She helped him yoke the bulls with her magic, taught him how to defeat the warriors born of dragon's teeth, and lulled the serpent to sleep with her enchanted spells. In the dead of night, Jason took the Golden Fleece and, with Medea by his side, fled Colchis before the wrath of Aeolus could catch them. But victory often comes at a cost, and Jason's story was no different. Though he returned to Iolcus triumphant, with the Golden Fleece in hand, his true trials had only just begun. With Medea, Jason overthrew Perilous, but the consequences of their actions weighed heavily on them. Medea, whose loyalty to Jason had led her to commit dark deeds, eventually became a figure of tragic vengeance, as Jason's ambitions grew, straining the love between them. Jason, once the shining hero of the Argo, found that even the greatest victories can sour with time. The gods, ever fickle, turned their gaze from him, and in the end, he was left wandering, a broken man haunted by the memories of his past. His quest for the Golden Fleece had made him a legend, but it was a legend marred by sacrifice, betrayal, and the loss of everything he once held dear. The tale of Jason is not just one of heroic deeds and divine interventions. It is a story of a man whose thirst for greatness led him to the edges of the world and beyond. But in seeking to claim his destiny, he learned that true power often lies not in the treasures we seek, but in the choices we make along the way.